What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Samantha Huger. Today, we're going to be talking about something that's a little bit more of a sensitive subject to some, and I want to say right off the bat that I don't want anything that I say to sound insensitive to anybody who has been struggling with fertility, but we're going to be talking about secondary infertility and a really awesome at-home fertility test that you can take to check your hormone levels and to just see where you're at. So without further ado, let's get into the video. All right, so like I said, I've teamed up with an at-home hormone test called Modern Fertility for this video, and I feel like this video is so perfect for me to talk to you guys about because I've been struggling with secondary infertility for 4.5 years now. My son is 7 years old, and about 4.5 years ago, we decided that it was time to try for baby number 2, and it just hasn't happened. I am probably coming from, and this is where I don't want to sound insensitive, but I'm coming from a place that might not be as common as most people who feel like they are struggling with fertility, because I know how hard it is for some people who really, really want to have a baby or who really want to have a second baby, and they're trying all the things. I have come more from a stance of maybe it's not meant to be. I don't want to get my heart set on something that might not happen, or it's just not meant to be, you know? So that's the standpoint that I'm coming from. This is the first hormone test I have taken. So I'm really excited and curious to find out what might be the issue. Did you know that 1 in 6 couples struggle with infertility? And I'm pretty sure the last time I checked, it takes a couple on average 6 months to get pregnant. Obviously, we're way past that point, but if you just started with your fertility journey, I just want to encourage you that it takes some time. Now, I don't really know what's necessarily going on with my own fertility. Obviously, I have 1 child. I know my body can get pregnant. It's just that for the last 4.5 years, it hasn't worked out. I feel like I lead a really healthy and balanced lifestyle. I know that my periods are very regular. I don't seem to have any weird symptoms of any kind, but for some reason, we just can't seem to get pregnant. And that's where Modern Fertility comes into the picture. It's an at-home hormone test that you can take and get your results in as little as 10 days. For me, I didn't want to go through any kind of very expensive fertility testing. If you went in and had the same test done from a doctor's office, it could cost you up to $1,500. This is $159, and I'm gonna give you guys a $20 off coupon code. It allows you to test from home and be able to get your results in as little as 10 days. All right, so you might be wondering, what kind of a test is this if I'm gonna be doing it from home? Am I gonna have to like draw my own blood? It's a finger prick. So if you've done an at-home finger prick test before, it hurts a tiny bit, but really, I mean, if you're a big girl, you can probably handle it. So for the test, it comes with the instructions here. And so if you are on birth control, hormonal birth control, you can take this test at any time. If you're not on any kind of birth control or hormonal birth control like myself, you need to test on day 3 of your cycle. And day 3 is considered the first day you start your period would be day 1, as long as you start your period before 5:00 p.m. If you started after, then the following day would be day 1, and you take the test on day 3. If you're on hormonal birth control, you do not need to be fasted in order to take this test. If you are not on birth control, you need to make sure that you take this test fasted. So you're going to want to plan this out to be ready to take your test while you've been fasting on the morning of day 3 of your period. The instructions tell you everything you need to know in order to make sure that you get your test done correctly. Definitely read through this and register for your test ahead of time. They have all kinds of support and instructions to help you to make sure that you get your test done correctly. All right, so now that you've collected your sample, all you have to do is pop it in the mail in a prepaid package, and it will be sent straight to the lab so they can test your blood and give you a better picture of what's going on with your fertility. All right, so you're probably wondering at this point, what is the test results gonna tell me? And I'm gonna read it here right from their information. So the test can tell you 4 things. If you have more or less eggs than average, good thing to know. What you would expect if you were to do IVF or egg freezing. And then also how your hormone levels relate to PCOS, which 1 in 10 women have. So that would be really great to know, because I do know, I believe, that some women can have PCOS and not have symptoms. So maybe that's me, I don't know, it would be good to find out. And then also your general hormone health, which is a really good window into your whole health as a broader spectrum. So once your test results are in, you're gonna get an email from Modern Fertility, and you'll be able to log into their website, onto your dashboard, and look at all the levels, and they'll have all kinds of information for you. They even have a weekly webinar with a whole team of nurses, and you can get on the webinar as much as you want and ask questions, and they're there to help support you. And there's also an amazing community there of other women who are going through the same thing, where you can ask questions and just have that community aspect. This at-home test is going to allow you to be able to see maybe if you want to have children in the future, if that's even something that is a possibility for you, or if you've been trying and you're not really sure what might be going on with your hormone levels before you decide to go and get any really expensive tests from your doctor or anything like that. You can get a little insight into what might be going on with your fertility. I want to say that if you've been struggling with your fertility for a while and it's been really hard on your heart, my heart goes out to you. I know that that can be a very large struggle for many women out there, and I know you're not alone. I hope that you guys will try out this fertility test if it is something that is calling to you. I know it definitely called to me, and it was one of the only things that I was like, okay, I can get on board with that and give this a try and see what might be happening. So that's all for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to check out my coupon code. It will give you guys $20 off on your purchase for your at-home fertility test. Definitely take me up on this offer if you are struggling with your fertility or you just want to know some answers. As always, I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Give this video a like if it was helpful and informational for you, and I will see you guys next time. Mwah. Bye.